All right, now Friday, so Sunday I watched all the shows. All of the shows. Because I wanted to see who would come out there. I mean, they can't get the guys' head, the ladies and the guys' heads around these tables because these are an amazing set of brains that they bring in. I mean, they bring in Andrea Mitchell, they bring in, you name it, they bring them in on Sunday. And they put these enormous brains. I mean, they're so heavy, people have to help carry these people's brains in and prop them up. And they get all these people on Sunday. Chris Wallace with Fox News Sunday, and Meet the Press Chuck Todd, and George Stephanopoulos, which looks like a claymation guy. Okay, looks like he's claymation. George Stephanopoulos on This Week with George Stephanopoulos, and then Face the Nation. So I'm watching all of them to see what they're going to say and who. And yes, we're going to say Roger Stone. All right. Well, you've already been 40 minutes into the broadcast. You did not say Roger Stone. We will in a minute. Okay. We're staying focused right now. So that being said, okay, I'm watching, and they wheel in, and I'm not being critical of the guy's age, but they wheel in Tom Blochow. Okay. And Tom Blochow, okay, what is he, 82, 84? I'm serious, right? They wheel Blochow in, and I'm watching, and when this happens, we're going to play it. When this happens, I feel the cringe all the way through the screen at home. I feel the cringe. Listen to what Blochow said Sunday on Meet the Press. You got it? All right. A little technical difficulty there. Trying to get it to play.
A lot of this we don't want to talk about, but the fact is, on the Republican side, a lot of people see the rise of an extraordinary important new constituency in American politics, Hispanics, who will come here and all be Democrats. Also, I hear when I push people a little harder, I don't know whether I want brown grandbabies. I mean, that's also a part of it. It's the intermarriage that is going on and the cultures that are conflicting with each other. I also happen to believe that the Hispanics should work harder at assimilation. That's one of the things I've been saying for a long time. You know, that they ought not to be just codified in their communities, but make sure that all of their kids are learning to speak English and that they feel comfortable in the communities. And that's going to take outreach on both sides, frankly.
And Congressman Peter.
Whoa. Blochow, Tom Brokaw, as I like to say. Oh, Blochow there. Holy mackerel. Holy free, holy Batman. I mean, it blew up. I mean, it blew all the way up. Blochow has apologized. Tom Brokaw, Twitter. I feel terrible. A part of my comments on Hispanics offended some members of the proud culture. This is Brokaw. Brokaw got, excuse me, folks, all right, trying to stay on a quality show, but Brokaw got his ass whipped after that. Let me tell you something. They went back. He said brown grandbabies. Oh, man. Whoa, I felt it through the screen. Huffington Post, they are freaking out. They took him back. There was a group, I guarantee it, MSNBC, NBC, that said, wow, I don't know that he should come back and be on the panel anymore. Blochow says, all right, then he goes on. I mean, he doesn't stop apologizing. That was at 6:15 last night. At 6:18, another one. From my days reporting on Cesar Chavez to documenting the many contributions of Hispanics in all parts of the culture. Again, 6:22, I've worked hard to knock down false stereotypes. In my final comment in Meet, I said all sides, HV, have to work harder. Okay, And he's using abbreviations here, so we know his assistant is doing this tweeting out. And finding common ground, which I strongly believe dialogue, not division. So Blow Chow has went on and he is begging people forgiveness and assimilate. See, Blow Chow actually told the truth. Assimilate. They come here and participate in the Democrats trying to destroy this country, not assimilate and be a part of this country. Period. And I'm just telling you right now, Blow Chow hit it. When he said brown grandbabies, I just said, whoa, Nelly. I didn't say, whoa, Nelly, you know, but anyhow. Wow. Oh, this one's going to take off. So there you go. Blow Chow, assimilate, and brown grandbabies. Now, do you have the other picture, the other video that I sent you? Huh? Yes. All right, I'm done with the Blow Chow. I might bring back Blow Chow, you know, at the end just to be doing it, all right? But I'm done with it for right now if that's tying up the system. I would like that other video. Now, folks, we had before I go to my next break, we had two bills on the floor last week from the Senate, a Republican bill, and this is more directed to the citizens here in Georgia. We had a Republican bill on the floor to reopen the government with the 5.6 or 7 billion, whatever it is, for border protection, barrier, a wall. And then we had the Democrat bill that had no money. Remember this, Georgia, no money. Georgia, there should be outrage. You should be calling the governor this morning. You should be calling all of your local TV, radio networks. You should be calling his office. We should demand Johnny Isakson, senator from Georgia, come home. We should demand it and retire. Well, you can't just do that. I understand, but we need to demand it because, you know what? This guy, now David Perdue did not. This guy, there were 6. See if I got it right. Yeah, 6. There were 6 Republicans that flipped over and voted for the Democrat Senate plan with no border wall money. Johnny said no to a border wall. His explanation is pathetic. Let's play him on the floor of the Senate right now.
Ted Kennedy being another. Worked their fingers to the bone. Great senators, John McCain being one other. Ted Kennedy being another. Worked their fingers to the bone. He came up with a great immigration bill, which I was a part of in my first term in the Senate. And we got castigated and ruined because all of a sudden amnesty became a 4-letter word. And political consultants found it an easy way to run against people in the party. And so for 20 years, 15 years, we've been beating each other over something that ought to be easy to do. And that's changed for the better. You know, a lot of people think Congress's job is to come to Washington and change things for the better. When it comes to immigration, all we ever change is the subject. We never end the debate. We never pass a result. And oftentimes we call each other names for the wrong reason. I'm here for one reason, to thank the colleagues that are on the floor here and all those others who are ready to do some business. I'm ready to do some business. It's time we put the good workers in our government back to work. It's time we were doing what we promised the people in the United States of America to do, and it's time we went to work. Because when everybody's out of work, it's our fault. They're the people that carry the mail, empty the garbage, cook in the cafeteria, clean up the parks, do everything. They do it without complaint whatsoever. But they're out there, many of them not even being paid right now while we're sitting here debating a subject that we can't reach a solution on, period. We need to take our armor off, leave our weapons at the door, walk in the room, shake hands, grab Ben Cardin's hand and say, Ben, thank you for making an effort as a Democrat. Lisa, thank you as a Republican for supporting it. And let's sit down, let's pass a bill we can both agree on that gets Americans back to work and restores the spirit of Ellis Island and the pride of the United States of America. of America.
First of all, Senator Isakson, the spirit of Ellis Island is not crossing the damn border somewhere, our southern border out there in the desert somewhere where there's no barrier, and running across it with coyotes. The spirit of Ellis Island. Now, let me tell you something. There are going to be people attack me because I am saying something negative about Johnny Isakson. Well, let me just get this straight, damn it. I understand Johnny is ill. I understand he has Parkinson's. I understand he is sick, okay? I am not making a reference in any way to him being frail. But his frail ass was able to stand up. Remember what his frail ass was able to do, okay? Every time somebody attacks me or attacks you and says, well, we should build a damn shrine to Johnny Isakson, BS, okay? So if his frail ass, and I saw him at the inauguration, and I see him on a walker, and or a cane, and then when he gets behind the curtain, they get a walker out for him. I see him with one person on each arm because they do not want the media taking pictures of the man with no props or, you know, as frail as he is. I understand that. I get it. They'll surround him all the way to try to keep cameras away, all right? And I understand that. And I wish no harm on this individual. But as a U.S. Senator that feels you need to represent me, your frail ass stood up and gave reference to John McCain and Ted Kennedy. You piece of no good whatever I want to call you for making reference to Ted Kennedy and John McCain, the great John McCain and Ted Kennedy. Don't try to sell me, well, Johnny's sick. Johnny, take your sick ass home. Now, I'm not trying to be mean to Johnny Isakson. I want him to be okay. But you are still receiving a paycheck as a U.S. Senator from the state of Georgia that took our votes and went up there and portrayed yourself as a Republican. I promise you, I will look into the camera right now, Johnny, because I ain't patting you Johnny ass on the back. You got it? And I will look into the camera and say, when you go home and you retire, this microphone will never, write it down because I got to keep my word, it will never say anything again. We will do nothing but just say, you know, we hope Johnny's doing well. But until then, and you take the paycheck, and you stand up, and you go on TV, and you vote for Democrat bills with no border security whatsoever, and you make reference to John McCain, and you make reference to that piece of garbage Ted Kennedy, a murderer, and you make reference to him, and you call amnesty a four-letter word, well, maybe you never heard many things from John McCain or Ted Kennedy's drunken mouth when they got out and there were a bunch of Ted Kennedy was a drunk. Maybe those four-letter words escaped you, Johnny. And then you make reference to Ben Cardin, a Democrat that can't wait to impeach my president of the United States. Johnny, your ass needs to go home. You need to go home, enjoy, live out your golden years, and this microphone will never say anything negative. Johnny, we wish you well. We are not highlighting or taking any kind of advantage or saying anything negative where your health's concerned. But as long as you drag your frail ass up and run your damn mouth and have the nerve to vote for Democrat bills against my president of the United States with no border security and claim to be a Republican here in Georgia, as long as you take the paycheck, as long as you make reference to John McCain, Ben Cardin, and Ted Kennedy, your ass needs to go home, Johnny. You got it. Pack up and leave. Hashtag Johnny Isakson needs to go home. I'm your host, BKP. Let me take a little break.